बिल्कुल बिल्कुल लेंगे। और विधायक नहीं, अभी इससे पहले कोई बैठक हुई नहीं है जी।
आपका भी नाम चल रहा है सीएम के लिए?
नहीं, हम सबका नाम चल रहा है। 48 कैंडिडेट्स आर देयर फॉर सीएम।
आम आदमी पार्टी कह रही है कि बीजेपी का दूल्हा अभी तक नहीं चल पाया है।
हाँ, उन्होंने एलओपी का चुन लिया है क्या?
ठीक है जी। तो आज सीएम कुछ देर के बाद ऐलान हो जाएगा। बड़ा गर्व, एक प्राउड का आप लोगों के लिए क्षण भी है
जी। बिल्कुल प्राउड का क्षण है। इन पूरे 27 सालों में ये केवल हमारी मेहनत नहीं है, वर्तमान के कार्यकर्ताओं की मेहनत नहीं है, ये मेहनत उन कार्यकर्ताओं की है जिन्होंने 27 साल धरने प्रदर्शन की राजनीति की है और भाजपा की बुलंद आवाज बन के पब्लिक के हर मुद्दे को उठाया। आज उन कार्यकर्ताओं के अभिनंदन का दिन है।
केक लेके आए हो, उसमें नाम लिखना बाकी है,
अभी
नहीं लिख पा रहे।
अभी लिखा जाएगा। ज्यादातर दुकानों पे हैप्पी बर्थडे वाला ही केक मिलता है।
All right.
दिल्ली के विकास को प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के विजन से दिल्ली की जनता के सपने को साकार करने के काम करेंगे। आप विश्वास रखिए कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का जो चेहरा होगा वो दिल्ली का ऐसा चेहरा होगा जो दिल्ली याद करेगी। नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद।
वर्ल्ड के अंदर जो है पहली जो है वो राजधानी होगी जिसके अंदर जो परेशानियां 27 साल में हुए हैं। जमुना की हालत खराब होगी, लोग गंदा पानी पी रहे थे, आज वो पानी भी जो है सही हो जाएगा। दिल्ली सरकार जीतते भारतीय जनता पार्टी आपका कार्य शुरू हो गया है और जमुना की सफाई की जाएगी और वहाँ दिल्ली आरती की जाएगी जमुना के बीच में। और जितनी भी सड़कें जो टूटी फूटी पड़ी हुई हैं, विकास का कार्य बड़ी तेजी से शुरू करा जाएगा।
Of course, continue to pour in from the BJP Delhi headquarters. Gyanendra Mishra, I'm being told, is joining us now on the broadcast. Gyanendra Mishra, I was trying to bring you in here earlier on the on this debate and discussion on, of course, the new Delhi Chief Minister. What do you believe explains the delay, and what do you believe will be the biggest consideration by the BJP in choosing their CM candidate?
So, of course, Uday, sorry, I was in another meeting. This is something deviated from the very normal with the BJP. Earlier, what used to happen is that the CM candidate has been decided by the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, and this legislative party MLAs choosing the minister was just a sham and formality, if you like to put in. Because the way you see that the chief ministers for the other states where BJP recently won elections has been elected and selected and then foisted on the MLAs, because they cannot be the choice of MLA because they were nowhere during the elections. They all come as a surprise element. And obviously, I think the primary consideration was the loyalty to the Prime Minister and Home Minister and to work under their direct supervision and control. Now with BJP, the speculation was again the same, that the name of the chief ministers has already been decided. People were waiting because Prime Minister has to travel to US and other country for meeting, that when he will come, the name will be announced. But for Delhi, it is throwing a very peculiar situation for BJP. And that situation has arisen, one, for the reason that there was no name that was proposed or propounded for the Delhi Chief Minister. And there are multiple factors that need to be taken into considerations in terms of selecting the probable Chief Minister. There is the, Sumit was telling there was no caste equations, but I believe, yes, there is the caste equation, because in this election, the BJP has got a very massive mandate and people from very identifiable segments have voted for BJP. Like the core voters of BJP obviously had been the Bania community and the Punjabi community in Delhi, which has stood with the BJP this time as well. But BJP has done very well among the Purvanchalis, which was not expected before the election. And the certain segment of populations like the women voters and the weaker section of the societies, which were supposed to be the core voter of Aam Aadmi Party, has also voted in a significant percentage to BJP. So therefore, this permutation combination and this
क्या कहेंगे आज जो विधायक दल की आम आदमी पार्टी कह रही है कि बीजेपी के पास दूल्हा नहीं है कोई?
अरे उसको जोड़ो, वो तो अब
रोया हुआ है वो तो उसको कहो संन्यास ले ले, नहीं तो जेल जाएगा, वो तो केजरीवाल तो जेल जाएगा।
तो क्या लगता है कोई महिला मुख्यमंत्री भी हो सकता है अभी आप?
ये तो अभी हाईकमान जो फैसला करेगी उस पर डिस्कस होगा, आके बात कर लेंगे। ठीक है।
मंत्री पद मिल सकता है साहब?
अरे बाबा, कार्यकर्ता हूँ, ओहो दरी बिछाने वाले को क्या, जो कार्यकर्ता को ड्यूटी लगाएंगे हम मान लेंगे, बात खत्म।
लेकिन कोई सुबह से कोई फोन वोन आ रहे हो कुछ?
ना फोन फोन कोई नहीं, हम तो कार्यकर्ता है।
अगेन
All right, Tarvinder Marwa there, of course, reacting. Remember, he's the BJP MLA who defeated Manish Sisodia. Let's listen in once again.
तो टिकट के लिए भी जो मोदी जी ने हमको काबिल समझा, चुनाव लड़ा दिया, एक कार्यकर्ता को दरी बिछाने वाले को, और इससे बड़ी खुशी क्या है, और काबिल समझा उन्होंने।
कम से कम मंत्री, क्योंकि उप मुख्यमंत्री को आपने हराया, तो हो सकता है कि मंत्री तो कम से कम बने।
देखो, कार्यकर्ता का है दरी बिछाना, जो ड्यूटी लगा देगी पार्टी वो उस पर सिर बने।
All right, so Tarvinder Marwa there, of course, being tight-lipped. Remember, he is also arrived there at the BJP party headquarters in Delhi. He's, of course, defeated Manish Sisodia in the elections. Remains to be seen, of course, who will be Delhi's CM. All the MLAs there, very tight-lipped. All the MLAs who are arriving, very tight-lipped, of course, saying they will accept whatever decision, of course, is taken, and all the names are acceptable to them. There you can see another of the newly elected MLAs, Harish Khurana, arriving there at the party headquarters. Let me quickly go back across to Ajay Kumar Jha. Ajay Kumar Jha now, of course, you know, at the end of the day, of course, BJP has been given a big mandate by, of course, the people of Delhi. The government of BJP is back in the national capital after more than 2 decades, which is why obviously BJP wants to take things slow and wants to take every decision after much thinking. You know, whenever BJP comes into any state, they try and come into that state for a long time. That's something that the BJP must be planning for Delhi as well, which is why they're slowly thinking this decision through. But they'll obviously want someone who will begin implementing and delivering on the mandate from day one itself.
Absolutely, you are right. That is what is the real issue they are confronted with. I understand because this is going to be a very challenging task for the person who is going to be chief minister, for the simple reason that he has to or she has to directly come into contact with the prime minister office and prime minister himself, because prime minister, as far as I can recall, he is for the first time anywhere in any of his statements across the country has said that the chief minister would be directly that the prime minister would directly be taking interest in that particular state. Prime minister has never said. This is for the first time that he has said that he would be taking his personal interest in the development of Delhi, and that is rightly so, because Delhi is the showpiece where you give the entire message to the world and to the state, to the country as well. And the most important thing is that these are the considerations which we are all talking about right now. Sumit has also said, others have also said, that they are important considerations. Caste considerations are there, regional considerations are there. But in addition to that, the most important consideration would be the development of the city-state. That is very important. And the Prime Minister is not going to miss the point that who is going to deliver it and who would be in a position. This is number one. Number two, you might have seen, and everybody has seen, that BJP is preparing for the leadership for tomorrow. It is not giving anybody, Tom, Dick, Harry, or whosoever, just or any senior person, just asking them to take hold of that. BJP is very much putting its eyes on future. It is preparing its leadership at state level of a kind which could run for another 15 to 20 years at least. So we have seen that the younger leaders have been chosen from all the states where they have got that situation. So and as far as the Delhi is concerned, here everybody is by and large. Pravesh Verma himself is can be considered a young politician, and he can have a long innings, no doubt about that. And then there are other women candidates also, Rekha Gupta. Then there are Bania community, which is very dominant, and which is the population wise it is okay. But again, the caste factor. If we want to look into it, and the Jat factor would influence not only Delhi, it will influence UP, it would influence Haryana, Rajasthan, all across the neighboring states, Punjab also to an extent. So he cannot also be simply not taken into account. That I do understand. So his chances are still very high, I think. And so far as the women candidate, again, that is very important, because we believe and people believe that women voters have come forward in favor of BJP on the top of Kejriwal. So that is very important. But these are the hunches. I only think the Prime Minister must have made up his mind. He is only trying to see the kind of politics which is going on within the party, which he would be trying to get a hold of or a feel of what things are going on and how things are going on, how it can be managed in future. And as I told earlier, that Delhi would be taken for future. 29 election would be a very important consideration for Prime Minister and for the top leadership, because Delhi would be the place where Rahul Gandhi would be there, where even Kejriwal would be there. He cannot be simply just negated because he is a kind of person.
Right, more and more, of course, MLAs arriving there at the BJP headquarters, as we can see on our screens. Gautam Mukherjee, let me quickly draw you back in here onto the broadcast. Gautam,